Aqua Gang, what it do? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aqua Soul family, my Aqua Gang. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. These messages are general, guys, okay? So take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever it is for. Try to keep an open mind when it comes to tarot. Try to stay fluid, okay? And use your intuition to guide you to the messages that are here for you today, okay? All right. So what's up, y'all? What's up? We do not have a pre-shuffle, okay? So we're starting from scratch. Maybe that's what you're doing, okay? Or maybe that's what you're forcing this person to do. That's what I heard. Starting from scratch, like a clean slate sort of thing. Maybe that's something that this person would like to offer you. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves, okay? Let's go ahead and get a couple of shuffles in. We're going to start out with the Romance Angels. Alrighty. Shoot me a little comment down below, y'all. Say, hey, girl, hey, you know, let me know you stopped by. If you're new here, welcome. You know, take a little look-see around. I do upload for this sign quite often, so you might be interested in becoming a part of our family by clicking that subscribe button. Those of you who have been here before, if you're not subscribed yet, what's up? Like, what's goody? What's that? What's that? Go ahead and make that thing official. Also, click the like button, guys. It is a beautiful way to donate to the channel. It helps our energy circulate around this platform, and it helps our family to grow. It helps people find us on here, okay? So, if you do not mind, go ahead and click that like button. Take just 2 seconds to do it. All right, Spirit, give us exactly what we... Oh, okay. They're not playing now, are they? Ooh, let go of control issues. Okay. So this is in the position of this person, whoever this energy is populating. It says allow the situation to unfold naturally. I feel like this is somebody who is fighting themselves from coming towards you. It's almost as if they want to control how things are playing out in this situation. But their intuition, if they have any at all, I don't know. I heard somebody say, girl, what intuition? They don't got no intuition. They don't even got no brain. Okay. Relax. Something in a gut feeling, right, is telling them to not move so fast. It's almost as if they're trying to be strategic. They're trying to play this safe. They're trying to play it smartly, right? As smart as possible, as smart as humanly possible without a brain, because I did hear that, okay? So they're trying to have some self-control here, even though they do want to come towards you like full steam ahead, like full force. It's almost as if they want to communicate something, or they want to prevent you from moving on, possibly, is what I feel. Okay, this is somebody who has control issues. They do like to control every little thing in their life. And I don't believe they were able to accomplish that with you. So this is why this would be an issue. Meaning you're not allowing them to control you. Okay. That's an issue for this person. This is also possibly somebody who is trying to pretend as if they're okay. You know, they're trying to play it cool is what I'm hearing. Like cool as a cucumber. Nothing is phasing them, right? They want to see how this plays out. They may also be holding back or hanging back, trying to see if you will make a move. It feels like this is a standoff of some sort. Now, you might not have nothing to do with it, right? Like you might be doing your own thing, focusing on your work, your finances, drinking your water, minding your business, working out, you know, setting goals, reaching goals. Like you might not even be focused on this person, but they are fully focused on this situation, even though it appears on the outside like they're not. It's almost as if they're hanging back, like I said, trying to wait to see what you will do, you know? They're trying to see how things play out. They don't want to move too soon. They want to see your hand, basically, right? Like what kind of cards you're holding, meaning how do you really feel about this situation? If they come towards you, are they going to be rejected, right? Like, is there going to be an argument? That sort of thing. It's a lot of questions that this person has, but more importantly, they're just very stubborn. They're trying to see if you will come towards them first. Give me a little bit more here, Spirit. Okay, wow. Okay, they said a lot of bit more, girl. A lot of bit more. Codependency. Yeah. And pay attention to the red flags came out in the reverse. What? Okay. So even though they're really fighting themselves, guys, they're having whole battles in their mind. They're having arguments with you and everything on a mental level. Like they're arguing with you in their head. They're having whole conversations with you in their head. They're playing out how things might go if they do this or if they do that or if they go this way in their head, like having whole scenarios and movies play out in their mind. But they're not moving yet. They think that they're playing it smart. I might have to beg to differ. I might have to. This person doesn't appear to have it all, you know? Like, I feel like they're acting out of emotions, even though they think in their mind they're being emotionless. They're not. This is somebody who doesn't like the way that you're able to detach, is what I'm hearing, okay? It's coming right out of this codependency card. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. I feel like this person has grown some form of an addiction to you, or what it is that the two of you cultivated with one another, like what you provided for them. It could be emotion based, or it could be resources, like actual resources, like money, sex, whatever, right? See? Yeah, okay, sex. Wow. They might be worried that you're giving that away. For those of you who have been intimate with this person, that is something that is on their mind as well. They may actually be playing out in their mind what you're doing with other people. And that really gets them frazzled, okay? Like whole full-blown panic attack when they think about you being intimate with anyone else. Now, this red flags in the reverse card, right? Pay attention to the red flags. This is someone who wants you to pretend as if those red flags are not there. Okay, this is also someone who, like I said, they do not like the way that you detach from things. They don't like your indifference. They don't like that when you don't have feelings for someone, right? Like when your feelings and your emotional ties have been cut, you really do not give a fuck. Like you don't have one fuck to give. You can't find one, you know? You telling them to go to the local to the local swap meet, to the local thrift store. Like, yeah, you better go try and find a fuck over there somewhere, because there ain't none over here, my guy, my girl. It's what I'm feeling. It also feels as if this is somebody who feels like you like betrayed them by calling them out on the things that are toxic in this connection. This person might have seen, now I'm just hearing this intuitively, especially with this codependency card, this is something that they learned in their childhood, right? Like this is the way that they saw relationships going in their childhood. Whatever they were doing with you, or in whatever ways they were toxic in the connection with you, they saw that. That was the example that was set for them. And so they didn't see anything wrong with doing that, especially because either the women or the men and that they saw growing up in relationship would accept it. These are marriages that or relationships that would have lasted decades, right? And those people were accepting those toxic traits. So this person kind of thought that that was normal, and this is something that they are not able to release. They're actually very dependent on these behaviors that they were portraying to you. You may have released this person or either called them out, like I said, and they just want you to turn a blind eye to it, right? So if I had to use like an example, you know how they'll be like, oh, men will be men, or you know, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, like those mythical phrases. Like it's sort of like that. They stand on it like it's a like it's a vow, you know, and they just believe that as the man or as the woman, you just need to turn a blind eye to whatever this thing is. Do not pay attention to that red flag. Do not call me out on it. Definitely don't bring it to my attention. And most certainly do not expect me to take accountability, because then you really got me fucked up. Only they're the ones who had you fucked up. But I digress, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have playfulness. So this is somebody who, they play a lot of games, okay? I feel like this person played too much. They play in your face. They play mind games. They do the back and forth, the hot and cold. This is somebody who possibly has very toxic traits that do often get people addicted or codependent on their love or their affection or their validation. They may even withhold that to try and get people to beg for it. I just don't think that you were falling for the games. And this is where the problem is coming in at, right? Wow. I believe that this is somebody who feels as if they're being strategic, you guys. So you need to be on the lookout. It does feel like there may be a resurgence, a mist. Yeah, this person is hell-bent on making a return, you guys, okay? So even if you feel like you've released this person, they still feel like you have unfinished business, okay? You may be like, girl, I have not heard from them in so long, like they're never, That is the game that they're playing, okay? If they have not been back or circled the block, spun the block yet, they will. They are going to. They've kind of been waiting for you, actually, okay? They've been waiting for you to reach out or waiting for you to give them some kind of sign in reference to where you stand. So we have, face painting, see? This is this person's notion of how to play things out here. This is a little bit different than what they would have done in the past, okay? They're trying to think outside of the box. When it comes to you, this is somebody who admires the way that you detach. They wish that they could do that. Left hanging, yeah. Oh, wow. So did this person ghost you or did you ghost this person? Somebody did a disappearing act or somebody, there may have been an abrupt disconnect or an abrupt separation, so there's no closure, or they feel like they didn't get closure from this, okay? This person also feels like maybe you have blocked them or you do not want to communicate with them. They think that you are faking that, is what I'm hearing. Like, you definitely want to talk to them, but you're pretending as if you don't want to. I'm not saying that that's the truth. Y'all know I don't play that, but that's what I heard. This is these person's thoughts, guys. This is what they're thinking. Ooh, see, luring. Exactly. So they are planning to lure you back in, okay? There's a very tempting offer that this person is conjuring up. It has taken them a long time to think of this. So that would explain the lack of brain cells. They weren't able to come up with this quick enough. Please proceed cautiously and carefully with this individual, guys, okay? Whatever this luring tactic that they are planning to come in with, this offer to tempt you to kind of mesmerize you is what I'm feeling, right? Put you under a spell. What is the phrase called when they... guys, what is it called? Put it down in the comments. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of it. Hypnotize, right? Hypnotize you. Yeah, so you're doing things and you are proceeding with actions outside of what your true self would do, almost like you're possessed. Did you feel like that in this connection? Let me know that down in the comments, because I just heard that. That might only be for a small portion of you, but I definitely heard that's exactly how I felt in this connection. Like I was deciding to do things very codependently. This person triggered certain things within me. I was acting out of character for myself with this person. So they may have either been able to run amok or get away with a lot of things, or you were just deciding to give in certain instances that you would have never done before. But with this person, they just were able to get you in a trance, almost, is what I'm hearing. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have friendship. So this person is definitely planning to move slow and steady. This is also why there has not been an immediate return. Let's see, they want to start from the beginning. Yep, courtship, told you. They may want to invite you out for drinks, go out, strictly platonic. Let's just hang out a little bit. If you know their family, they may invite you to a family function, somebody's birthday, somebody's getting married, somebody had a baby, we're going to have a sip and see, something like that, right? Very, it's going to seem harmless, this invitation, but it is, in fact, their way of being able to test the waters. If you accept the invitation, then that's like 1 foot in for them, and then they will proceed with the rest of their plan. They want to start courting again, like they want to start dating again. But I feel like it's to feed this addiction that they have to you, you guys. I don't know if it has anything to do with like actual feelings, but I need to pull some tarot, okay? Let me not jump to conclusions. Let's not jump to conclusions. see. If this is resonating so far and you have not already clicked that like button, what are you doing with your life? Come on. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit that like button. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna use the Holy Grail Tarot. And then we will have new love in the extended. Now, you do know that, especially if you have a soul tie with this person, if this is a soulmate, a karmic soulmate, a twin flame, or a spiritual connection of any sort or any kind, this person can feel energetically the cord being cut. So if you've done any rituals, if you have started to date, if you have noticed that you're not thinking about them as much, if you have noticed that your energy feels lighter, more airy, more fluffy, if you're more optimistic about getting back out there, or if you just feel better, right? If you're just feeling real damn good every day that you wake up, you know, you're singing, you're whistling, you know, you don't mind cooking a little breakfast, you went and worked out for real, you drinking your water, like you getting to work on time, okay? They can feel that as well. And this will be the reasoning, right? For this sense of urgency. They may even feel a newer connection coming towards you, because courtship just means there's a new connection on the horizon. Okay, so for some of you, you're already dating someone new and this person can feel that energetic pull, or somebody else in the mix. Energetically, of course. If you're posting online, they do see that as well. If you have an online presence. Even if you don't have an online presence, this is just for a very small portion of you, so don't force this to fit. If you've gone out with your new thing, okay? With your new lady, with your new guy, right? If you're just dating someone, if you're just, you know, if you're just friends, just starting out, it feels like a fresher connection. And you go to an event and there's a picture taken of the two of you, even if you don't have a social media presence, somebody may have posted a picture of you in the background with your new person, or you at a function with your new person. It might be on somebody else's social media. There's some way that they're getting this information, okay? Wow. They feel like they have to think outside of the box, Queen of Wands, okay? This person might just think that you're that girl. Okay, you're that guy. So even if they don't know officially if there's somebody else in your life, they know that it's not far off in a distance. If you're single, it's because you fucking want to be single. They know that you have a line wrapped around the building. Okay, Queen of Wands. Gender doesn't matter. The Queen and King of Wands are like, in my decks, the sexiest people in the deck. They're very attractive. They're attractive. They're charismatic. They face card never declines. My God, like they got it. They got it. They got it. Body yaddy yaddy. Okay, okay. Yes, fine. Very handsome. Very handsome. This is the guy that gets all the girls. This is the girl that gets all the guys. Or this is the guy and girl who have like secret admirers, but people may be too intimidated to approach them. They just have a lot of people that stare or really want a piece of them. And they might not even know it, which is that Aquarian energy. Because sometimes, y'all, we just be doing our own thing, right? Like, I'm an Aquarius too, I get it. We just be doing our own thing, minding our business, pumping our gas. We don't even know that the dude across the parking lot is staring at us, right? We don't even know that the girl in the grocery store in the produce section is looking like, damn, he fine. You don't even realize it because you just be into yourself. That's Queen of Wands, King of Wands energy. So this person does know how it could be. Okay, this may also be something that they're trying to figure out. So if you accept their invitation, that might give them an idea that maybe you're still detached, right? Like you're not attached to anyone else just yet. I would love to know their intentions. A lot of this is still just older energy. There is still codependency here, however, right? So it doesn't feel like their approach or their resurgence has anything to do with them finally realizing the error of their ways, you know? We have 8 of Cups. Okay. For some of you, you may have relocated into a different city, state, or country. Or maybe you just moved houses or apartments. If that's the case, then this person has noticed. That gives me stalker energy. I'm just gonna be very honest with you. How do they know that you moved? I don't think that you told them. Maybe you did. But for those of you who did not tell this person that you moved and you did in fact move, they do know. They may have rode past your house. They may have asked around. This person is definitely like trying to garner up information. They need information on you. They need to know what you're doing. Ooh, Queen of Cups, right. They would like to use their intuition, but they don't have any of that, right? So they have to use other avenues, other means of getting the scoop on what's going on with you. They wish that you were the one turning back around, is what I just heard. Because we have in this Eight of Cups spiritual quest, this person does know that you're seeking your higher self, that you're seeking, you're seeking to master yourself and discover who you really are and your purpose. You're on a journey and it's a spiritual quest, but they really do wish that you were on a path and a journey to find them, to come back to them, to ask them if they're okay, to ask them if they're still interested. This does give me the vibes of somebody who's a bit insecure, guys. You're like, a bit? It does. It gives me the vibes of somebody who's a bit insecure about what they have to offer, about what they can pour into this, right? The more that this is delayed, the more they get worried, right? They're the ones keeping it delayed, though. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. So I do feel like they're definitely going to come forward. There will be a breaking point where they have to make this decision. They won't be able to hold off for much longer. Okay, see? Yeah, and this is going to shock you because for a good majority of you, you have not heard from this person. You kind of thought that it was just over. You did. They've just been waiting. They may have even been possibly waiting for things to cool down or waiting for you to forget about what happened. That's what I just heard. Do they think you're stupid? Like, do they think you're stupid? I don't understand. Why would they think that you forgot? No. Absolutely not. You did not forget. I'm definitely interested in seeing what new love has to offer because I feel like for a good majority of you, that's where you already are. This person seems to me like they're making a resurgence after you're already attached to someone else. That is going to bring about a very destructive ending to that ego of theirs, okay? The ego is massive. It's taking up about 99% of their brain is ego. This is why you think they're brainless. They're really not. They just need to go through an ego death, guys. You feel like this person makes stupid decisions. You feel like this person doesn't think clearly. You feel like this person is not logical. Like, they may be unfair as well, right? Those toxic ways of this person, they may have expected you to accept things that they would not themselves accept from people. There's something out of balance with this person, like either emotionally or mentally. That's what I heard. I ain't saying that. Who said that? Mentally? No, guys. No. Okay. Let's get a little bit more here. I don't want this video to be too long. Y'all like, girl, go as long as you need to. No, girl, I'll be running my mouth. Ooh, okay. So we have the Sun. This is the most prevalent energy within this person right now. So this person may have actually had some major changes, major shifts, right? We do have the Tower. This could also be why this resurgence is coming at this juncture. This person may have waited until they actually changed before they approached you again. They do know that there were certain things about themselves that you were not going to accept. Here's the dilemma for this person, right? Here's the shocker. I feel like you're going to already be involved by the time they turn back around. They definitely waited too long. I don't feel like they waited on purpose anymore, though. At first, it felt like they were being strategic so that they could finesse it. I feel like they were forced to stay away from you. This person had to awaken. They had to have some major changes within their life before they were allowed to come back towards you because you're on a spiritual quest. They couldn't even get on the same street as you if they didn't do certain things. And it took them a long time, only because they have put off learning certain lessons for so long that it really took spirit, all of the energy that spirit had within them. They had to focus it on this person. And now we have someone who is seeing the light. That's what the Sun is signifying for me. So for some of you, this could be a Leo, okay? Not necessarily, though. So we have the Judgment. Okay, so yeah, this person is definitely going through an awakening, you guys, okay? Here's the sad thing. When people make certain changes, they often think that those changes are going to suffice in making someone forgive them or forgive their, you know, their mishaps or their wrongdoings, but that's not always the case. And even if you do forgive, forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean access, okay? So I feel like that's where this person is, that's where the disconnect is. They're almost feeling like because they've made these changes, because they've walked away from certain habits and certain ways of doing things, they are awakening, you guys, okay? So this Queen of Cups energy is something that they were lacking. They were all about the passion, possibly, when the two of you were encountering one another, and more specifically going towards their passions, okay? So the things that made them happy, the things that they want, the things that make them feel satisfied, the things that bring them happiness in life, you know? And it wasn't really emotionally or mentally mature enough to sustain this connection. So that is something that they have walked away from, and they are proud of themselves. They are of this ascension. They may want to shout it from the rooftops, but I feel like this is somebody who has not realized that you're not there anymore, right? Like, not only are you not the same person, but for a good majority of you, you have already moved on. Okay. Wow. See, yeah, and they're the ones that are very much so still stuck, okay? This might haunt this person for quite some time, guys. I'm just going to be very honest about that, because they played with a divinely guided and spiritual connection. They played with it instead of honing in on the things that they needed to change. It looks like this feels like twin flame energy, but not necessarily. Spiritual connections definitely teach us very valuable lessons, but I feel like this person kept putting it off. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody who was refusing to evolve in the connection with you. They were refusing to change. They were refusing to grow up. They were refusing to adult like the rest of us. They wanted to hold on to their old ways, to their old habits. And quite frankly, not only did they want to hold on to that shit, they didn't want to hear about it. Like, they didn't want you to call them out on it. They didn't want to have conversations about it. They damn sure didn't want to argue about it. They didn't want to take accountability for it. They just kind of wanted you to close your eyes to it. Pretend like it's not happening. Pretend like it's not there. With this, pay attention to the red flags in the reverse. But that's not why the two of you came into connection. That's not why you were in their life, to turn a blind eye. No. Wow. Let's pull one more. Oh, they said two more. Okay, see? Yeah, now we have the Moon and the Four of Wands. So only take this if it resonates. You might not even know. For some of you, you don't know that this is a twin flame connection. This would have brought you a lot of destruction. You feel like they destroyed your life, but they didn't. You definitely have some blessings in disguise. If you have not already fully come through your healing journey, you have some very beautiful things in store for you. This Sun card is very much so mirroring energy. So you need not fret, and you don't have to be with your twin flame, okay? You don't have to end up with any particular soulmate or twin flame energy, but this is something that you don't currently see coming in, and this is also something that this person did not realize up until this awakening. So I feel like you really brought some huge shifts and changes into this person's life on so many different levels, and I feel like they wanted to argue with you for making them change. Like, they resented you for making them grow up, right? Or for requiring them to be an adult, to be a big girl, to be a big boy, like for requiring them to do certain stuff. They wanted to argue you down. They wanted to, go toe to toe, or guilt trip you, or, accuse you of not really loving them because you don't love them for who they are, that type of thing, right? Gaslighting and projecting type of energy is what I feel. So let's pull just a little bit more, and then we're going to go over to the extended. I'm very interested to know what their approach is going to be, like their next steps. towards you, because I feel some sentiments of embarrassment as well, you guys, right? Like after an awakening, you kind of realize the error of your ways and how you were conducting yourself. You may start realizing, you know, how wrong you have done people in the past, or just some of your own toxic ways. All of us have experienced that if you've gone through an awakening, and it's definitely not easy to look in the mirror. So there is some energies of embarrassment here, okay? Possibly feeling stupid, right? Ooh, yeah, offer of love. So this feels like the intention. I want to know the specifics of how they plan to come in. See, told you, great fortune. And this is you. This is your card, you guys, all right? So even if you haven't already ascended out of your healing journey, right? After this connection, it does feel like it brought, this could have been a connection that brought you to your knees, actually, right? It could have, you know, just really shaken your world up. You may have blamed this person for just, you know, doing some nonsensical things. The things that they were doing in this connection could have definitely been prevented, but they were blinded to their ways, guys, right? Like they're just now awakening to the error of their ways and the effects that they have had on people, not just you. They do want to come in and offer this. I feel like they're going to lead with all of these changes, right? This awakening that they have experienced, you know, the ties that they have cut from certain habits and certain people and certain ways of doing things. But I just don't think that, they know that you'll be happy for them, but for some of you, that still will not suffice. You know what I mean? Like you may already be knee deep into a connection or relationship is what I just heard. Or there's no do-overs, right? Like there's no back seats. Like maybe you have started this new standard for yourself. There's no going back. Like we don't go back to exes. It's only new from here on out, that type of thing. Oh boy. Okay, let's go over to the extended, guys. Okay, I really want to dig in over there. I want to see what this person's intentions for you are moving forward. What do they hope to become of things with you? What do they fear will happen? What is their biggest fear about this connection and the future, or whatever future the two of you can have, right? Or lack thereof. I also want to see what other significant changes has this person made. And then I want to see what was the lesson here for the both of you, okay? What will they do next? Like, how will they approach things with you? What's the best possible outcome here? Whether you decide to re-engage with this person or go in the opposite direction, there's no judgment, of course. I'll look at both potential outcomes. And then I want to see how can you best set yourself up for success in your next cycle, okay? Whether it be with connections, finances, spirituality, how can you best set yourself up to be successful and move and make the right moves in this next cycle? And then we're going to get right into new love, of course. So who's coming towards you? What are they like? You know, what's their personality type? How will you meet them potentially? What's their purest intentions for you? Why are they single? Truthfully, right? Like, because they could tell you anything. Why are they really single? What does entering into a relationship with this person feel like? Do things change after the dating phase? Do they change? Do they get comfortable? Like, do things stay the same? Does it get deeper? How do they act when things go into commitment? And then I want to know what the potential is for things to go all the way into union or a long-term commitment between you and this newer energy. And then we'll get advice from Spirit on how you can manifest the quality of life you desire of fulfillment and happiness in the least amount of time. And we will, of course, this is a new regular thing for us, at our Ask the Universe read. I'll give you the floor to ask a couple questions, but I'll have more instructions over in the extended, okay? So without further ado, please click that like button, as well as the subscribe button, all right? And the notification bell. And I'm gonna put the link for the extended down below in the description box, and I'm gonna see y'all over there, okay? All right, let's go cut up, y'all.